Having watched the movie regarding artisanal miners in Sierra Leone, I'm not really surprised because this has been the practice, as I said, since independence. What the movie really showed is that this chain of bad governance at the local level is a very serious challenge. In the area of Sierra Leone, land ownership is very critical, and the traditional authorities are the custodians of the land, even though some of them are not the owners of those land. If the land is owned by a family, it's considered that the chiefs is the custodians. And for the artisanal miners in Sierra Leone, there is no current data to show exact number of artisanal miners, but rough estimates project shows that there are like 2 to 300,000 artisanal miners, and most of these miners are illiterate, and some of them they are young people, and some of them they are just high school students that dropped out of school because of lack of support. So they go to the mining sites with the belief that they will have a diamond that will help to change their lives. But the most intriguing aspect and the most sad aspect of the artisanal miners is that they do all the major work. At the end of the day, the supporters, especially foreign players like the Lebanese, influence gets the large share of the diamond that these artisanals are extracting. So it ended up become like a circle of poverty in the area of artisanal miners. So, but in recent times, last year, 2018, the current government has really created a very strong policy, which is the 2008 artisanal policy and also the mines and minerals policy. These two policies are to ensure that the artisanal sector is regulated, because currently there is no regulation, there is no like data to show artisanal miners in the country. I think these reforms, slow process of reforms, can be attributed to the effort of some organizations, both local and international. As a young Sierra Leonean, having observed in the area of the mining sector, I am one of the founding members of African Youth on Mining and the Environment. This was an organization that was created in university in a bid to ensure that we engage the duty bearers, the states, the government, to ensure transparency, accountability in the mining sector. So over the years, we have been engaging the government to ensure that they introduce institutions and policies that will ensure that the mining sector benefits Sierra Leoneans. For far too long, people have really suffered. Imagine 7 million people with a huge resources of diamond, bauxite, rutile, iron ore. We are still grappling with basic social services. I am glad currently that the government has introduced the Community Development Agreement, which is a very important community-driven initiative. However, the government has to be very careful because of the nature of elite capture, because we've seen wherein local governance structure, especially the level of the paramount chiefs, they see this new structure as a new ground for contestation, because the law says paramount chief should not be part of the CDA as the CDA chairman. But in some communities, like in Kono district, we see wherein speakers are serving as chairman of the CDA. This is a major room for conflict, and I think government needs to really pay attention in those areas if they want the CDA to be effective. So in general, what the movie really projects is the reality about the mining sector in Sierra Leone. We are still struggling, even though we have a lot of institutions and a lot of policies. What is really challenging is the artisanal mining sector, considering that there is no an overarching policy, even though government has created a policy, but this is just a policy. It has not yet been implemented, and artisanal miners are still being exploited by these foreign players, especially the Lebanese. So this is an issue that we are really grappling with, and I hope this new dispensation of His Excellency Retired Brigadier Julius Maada Bio will give a critical look into the issue of mining sector, especially the artisanal mining sector. Thank you.